going to read a Daily Mail article for you to end off the year. And basically, I just found this recently. It's 10 years old. It's a 10 years old, not 10 years old, I mean 10 days old article. Basically, it's Aldi put security tags on 85p sweets, Maltesers, and Haribo's as cost of living crisis sparks a surge in shoplifting. So I've got to have some opinions on this. I'm going to read the article first. So, yellow security tags put on confectionery items in Catford store in South London. Aldi insisted that it was not a national policy, but a response to a local issue. Milk, cheese, baby formula are among everyday items to get tagged this year. Shoplifting increased by 18% in the year to the end of June, figures show. An Aldi store has placed security tags on packets of sweets worth as little as 85p. It has emerged following a national surge in shoplifting, sparked by the cost of living crisis. The budget market's Rushy Green branch in Catford, South London, has placed yellow security stickers on a range of its confectionery items, including a Kinder snack bar priced 85p. Haribo it's hard to say actually. Haribo Tangfastics costing £1 and a pack of 5 Cadbury Twirls, selling for £1.5p. To be fair though, for prices like that in South London, in London as a whole, that's not bad to be fair. That's not bad to be fair. I never been to London actually, but I thought London was very expensive. Was expensive for almost everything compared to other parts of the country, but I could be wrong. It's similar to prices here actually for stuff like this, where I'm from. It comes after a range of everyday items at supermarkets have been slapped with security tags in recent months following surges in prices, including baby milk, formula, cheese, butter, and even milk. Meanwhile, the latest data shows that shoplifting increased by 18% in the year to the end of June compared with the previous 12-month period, according to the Office for National Statistics. So these are the images. Okay, in Aldi, someone isn't getting their Maltesers now. Okay, I think, right. In July, oh sorry, I was a bit confused because I had some writing there. Usually when stuff like that is there, it's usually for advertisements. But in July, Asda placed tags on 100kg tubs of Lurpak, as it is priced near £10, while just last month Tesco's store in Cornwall attached tags to milk, although the latter said this was a case of human error. Aldi told Mail Online that the security tags on the packet of sweets in its Catford's branch was not a national policy, but something used in a single store in response to a local issues. Consumer champion Martin James told The Telegraph that the tagging of low-price items was extremely worrying. He added it's a complete overreaction to be tagging items of exceptionally small value and gives the completely wrong impression of society that we are going around stuffing our pockets. The increase in shoplifting in recent months has been a necessity because people are struggling to afford to eat. In many cases, supermarkets are giving shoplifters a warning, but turning a blind eye when it comes to prosecution, and that is the human approach. Security tags are often used on expensive items or dangerous items in supermarkets such as alcohol, razors, and even perfume. The tags can only be removed once a person has paid a sales assistant and a sales assistant has removed the box. If a person were to take a security tag item out of the shop, without paying, I'm actually quite thirsty. without paying, a loud alarm would sound. Supermarkets this summer said the number of thefts has been off the charts so far this year. A group called the Grocer, they were seeing a spike in the new first-time shoplifters as opposed to the usual suspects. One store boss told Magazine, the other day we stopped a pensioner who was trying to steal things like washing powder and shampoo. With the cost of living, people are going to have to start making choices. At Co-op, washing detergent and baby milk brands such as Aptamil and Cow and Gate. I don't know what those are. I've never heard of Aptamil before. I might have, I don't know. Have also been placed in security cases. The tubs of formula milk powder range from £10 25p to £18 for 800 grams. A Co-op spokesperson previously told Mail Online this not a UK-wide policy, and that the company has seen no rise in instances of theft. Milk cartons in the Tesco Extra store in the village of Poole in Cornwall were fitted with individual plastic security tags last month. Cornwall reported that the store has suffered a spate of thefts of milk, especially of 4-pint containers. But Tesco denied this was the reason for the tagging telling Cornwall Live it was down to human error. So there we are. Shoppers were shocked to discover Co-op is now keeping washing machine tablets and deterrents in security boxes at one of the stores in Manchester city centre. Photographs show Oriel, Bald and Persil products costing as little as £3.50 on the shelves under lock and key. So there we are if you want to look at it. A Tesco spokesperson told Mail Online, "We do not have a policy to place security tags on fresh milk. A very small amount of milk was incorrectly tagged today in our Redruth Extra store, and these tags have now been removed. We're sorry for any inconvenience caused." Earlier this month, the supermarket chain started using security barriers to protect Tesco workers from shoppers waiting to snatch reduced yellow stickers items from their hands before they hit the shelves. It comes as Brits are facing the most expensive Christmas in years as inflation and rising prices continue to pull at their purse strings. The headline for a fresh turkey is around 25% more expensive than a year ago, largely because of the increased farm costs and the impact of bird flu. Drivers also face the costliest drive back for home for Christmas ever. Filling up with diesel now typically costs £93, almost £15 more than last year. Motoring experts this week accused retailers of heartless overcharging by failing to pass on big falls in wholesale prices. Diesel has reached 160p. That doesn't sound right with me. 160. Yeah, sorry, right. Diesel reached £165 per litre. Well, I think so. At pump, and 27p more than 12 months ago. Petrol is around 150p, 70p more than in 2021. This makes a full tank £84 to £4 up a year. Filling up has become much more expensive despite wholesale prices falling back to the same levels as last year and fuel duty being cut by 5p a litre in March. Analysts of the RAC suggest petrol should be a 50p a litre cheaper. A spokesman, Simon Williams said, "With the cost of living crisis making this one of the toughest Christmases on record, it is even more galling to know drivers are being heartlessly overcharged for fuel, making this the most expensive ever festive getaway on the roads." The big four supermarkets which dominate fuel retailing has refused to you know what it means. Lower I'll try one more time. Significantly, I think I passed it. Lower their forecourt prices to reflect what happened with the substantial reduction in the price of wholesale fuel they are enjoying. We We now have a bizarre situation where many smaller independent retailers are charging far less for their fuel than supermarkets. We urge that supermarkets should properly cut their petrol and diesel prices to give drivers the Christmas present they deserve. Millions of motorists, as unusual, are expected on the roads because of the chaos on the railways. Around 34 million car journeys are expected to be clocked up on Friday and Saturday. Diesel wholesale prices has dropped to 126p a litre, only 14p more expensive than last Christmas, and the RAC says this means the price of a pump should be 30p lower. So I think that's it. So, like, when it comes to stealing stuff, I can understand the moral fidelity of, stealing stuff to feed yourself or to feed your family. But sweets aren't a necessity. They are not a necessity. They are not a necessity. Sweets are not something that is desperately needed, like water. You do not need to steal sweets. That is ridiculous. I guarantee those that this is not even anything to do with the cost of living crisis. This is just like some kids in the area stealing sweets. And the adults are just playing the fool. Really, I guarantee this isn't because of the cost of living, or either people are just being silly. Because I know prices has gone up rapidly, one of the worst it's been in a while for inflation and the economy. But I don't think we come to a point where people have to steal sweets. Like, food banks exist. Yeah, they do loads of stuff. I'm pretty sure they do sweets and everything. So you could do, and it's legal as well. I understand that there are people struggling, especially people who are unemployed at the moment. But I just recommend maybe buy yourself, if you have a back garden, maybe buy yourself some seeds. Grow some plants because it's a good source of food. It's cheaper. It does take a while, but it works. It was quite popular in the olden days for people to do that. For people to have back gardens, actually a necessity in some cases. Because I'm quite certain the reason why lots of council houses, especially older ones, have back garden, because lots of people used to grow from the garden. So that's something I recommend you do. Try and make your own food. It can be cheaper, it can be more expensive, to be honest. But I think growing it will help you cook a few meals at least. So yeah, a bit silly. Like, I don't really have much sympathy with people stealing sweets. And about the security tags, it is a private business. They can do what they want. If they want to tag people, put security tags on sweets, you can't really do much about it. Yeah, and also it was local. It wasn't like a national policy. It was only for locally, which I think is fair. Like, you don't want people stealing shops, especially if you're stealing food and like sustenance, etc., and liquids, because you don't want that, especially if you're a small business. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Like, it's silly. There's much more. I don't have sympathy for people stealing sweets. I think it's just pathetic, to be honest. But anyway, put in the comments below what you think about this, because I think it's silly. Like, I understand people who don't have much money stealing stuff, but sweets, come on, go try and find a job or go to a food bank. Just do one of those things. Don't steal. No one likes someone who steals. No one likes a thief. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said before, put in the comments below what you think about this, if you have a different opinion to mine. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.